Welcome to your personalized deep dive.
All right.
Today we're diving into the world of smart cities,
Okay.
focusing specifically on Istanbul and Madrid.
Sounds good.
And we've got some really cool sources for this one.
Oh, yeah.
We've got expert interviews,
Yeah.
we've got city strategy documents, and even a glimpse into a really cool initiative that aims to tackle urban poverty head-on.
That's all I get.
By the end of this deep dive, you'll understand the unique challenges that these cities face, how they're using technology to improve quality of life, and what it really means to be a smart city in the 21st century.
I think what's really interesting is how each city is tailoring its approach to its specific context.
Yeah.
You know, there's no one-size-fits-all solution when it comes to smart cities.
All right, so let's set the stage here with a quick overview of Istanbul and Madrid
Okay.
to get us started.
Istanbul is a fascinating case study.
Okay.
It's this sprawling global city straddling two continents
Wow.
with a young, digitally savvy population that's actually larger than 38 European countries combined.
That's a massive population to manage.
Yeah.
I imagine that comes with its own set of challenges.
Absolutely. That rapid growth puts a strain on resources and infrastructure.
Right.
Think overcrowding, vulnerability to earthquake.
Oh, yeah. Istanbul sits on a major fault line.
Exactly.
I bet.
And of course, the infamous traffic congestion.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
And being divided by the Bosphorus Strait probably adds another layer of complexity to transportation planning.
You get it, that unique geography makes things really interesting from an urban planning perspective.
Okay, so we've got Istanbul grappling with a booming population
Yeah.
and unique geographical challenges.
Mhm.
What about Madrid? What's the situation there?
Madrid presents a different set of opportunities and challenges.
Okay.
Interestingly, they have the highest life expectancy in Europe, according
really?
to a recent EU report.
Okay.
And a key part of their smart city strategy is focused on healthy aging and creating an age-friendly environment, which likely contributes to that impressive statistic.
That makes a lot of sense. But if they have an aging population,
Right.
does that mean they're not facing the same kind of growth pressures as Istanbul?
Not exactly.
Right.
While they're not dealing with the same rapid population growth, they are facing challenges related to an aging population.
Okay.
One issue they're tackling head-on is unwanted loneliness among the elderly,
Okay.
which is where their smart city initiatives come in.
So we've got Istanbul battling a booming population and a challenging geography,
Yeah.
while Madrid focuses on supporting an aging population and promoting social well-being.
Exactly.
And both cities are turning to technology to find solutions.
It's a great illustration of how smart city isn't just a buzzword,
Yeah.
but a tailored approach to leveraging technology and data to make cities better for their residents.
Now that we've set the stage, let's unpack how these cities are actually going about this digital transformation.
Okay.
I feel like everyone's throwing around terms like digitalization and digital transformation these days. But what do they really mean in the context of smart cities?
You're right. Those terms often get used interchangeably.
Yeah.
But there's a crucial difference.
Okay.
Digitalization is simply about converting information into a digital format.
Uh-huh.
Think scanning paper documents or using digital forms.
Okay.
It's about taking existing processes and making them digital.
So just switching from paper to digital,
Right.
but not necessarily changing the underlying process.
Exactly. Digital transformation, on the other hand, goes much deeper.
Right.
It's about using technology to fundamentally change how things work, to improve efficiency, to deliver better services, and ultimately to achieve better outcomes.
Could you give us a concrete example of what that might look like in a smart city?
Absolutely. Imagine a city using artificial intelligence to manage traffic flow in real time.
Right.
Sensors collect data on traffic volume, speed, and congestion points.
Okay.
Then AI algorithms analyze this data and dynamically adjust traffic light timing, reroute traffic, and even alert drivers about potential delays.
Interesting.
That's not just about digitizing existing traffic management systems. It's about using technology to create a completely different approach to managing traffic flow.
That's a great example.
Yeah.
It highlights how digital transformation can lead to real-world improvements in a city's infrastructure and services.
Right.
It's not just about having fancy technology. It's about using it strategically to solve problems
Exactly.
and make things better for residents.
Precisely. And that's a key theme we'll see as we explore the specific challenges and solutions in both Istanbul and Madrid.
All right, so we've talked about digital transformation in a broad sense,
Mm-hmm.
but let's get into the nitty-gritty of how these cities are tackling specific challenges,
Okay.
and what kind of solutions they're coming up with.
Sounds good.
What stands out to you as we dig into the sources?
Well, one common thread that emerges is the emphasis on cybersecurity and interoperability.
Okay.
Both Istanbul and Madrid recognize that these are foundational elements for any successful smart city initiative.
Cybersecurity makes sense, especially when you consider the massive amount of data
Right.
cities are collecting and managing these days.
Mm.
But why is interoperability so crucial?
It's all about seamless data sharing and collaboration, both within city departments and with external partners.
Okay.
When systems can talk to each other and share data easily, you unlock greater efficiency and can deliver better public services.
So it's not just about having the data, it's about being able to share it effectively
Right.
and use it to coordinate different aspects of the city's operations.
Exactly.
How are these cities approaching these challenges in practice?
Madrid has taken a really proactive approach to cybersecurity.
Okay.
They've established a dedicated cybersecurity center and have significantly increased their budget and staffing in this area.
Wow.
It's a clear signal that they're prioritizing the protection of citizen data.
That's reassuring, especially as cities become more data-driven.
Yeah.
What about Istanbul? What's their strategy?
Istanbul is focusing heavily on data governance and standardized data formats to ensure interoperability.
Interesting.
They recognize that even something as simple as how gender is recorded can vary wildly across different databases.
Okay.
Some might use male and female, others M and F, and still others might use numerical codes.
Right.
Without standardized formats, it becomes incredibly difficult to analyze and share data effectively.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
It's like trying to build a house with mismatched bricks.
Yeah.
You need those standardized formats to create a solid foundation for data analysis and decision-making.
Exactly. And this attention to detail, to getting the fundamentals right, is a hallmark of both cities' approaches. It's not just about flashy technology. It's about laying the groundwork for a truly smart and connected city ecosystem.
I see what you mean. It's like cybersecurity and interoperability are the unsung heroes of the smart city movement.
Absolutely.
They may not be the most glamorous aspects, but they're absolutely essential for building trust, ensuring efficiency, and enabling all those other innovative solutions we're going to talk about.
And they're the foundation upon which everything else is built.
Okay, so both cities are prioritizing cybersecurity and interoperability.
Right.
What other challenges are they grappling with?
Well,
And make more informed decisions in real time.
so it's like a high-tech simulator for the city.
Exactly. It helps them anticipate potential problems, model different solutions,
Wow.
and improve their overall preparedness.
That's incredible. What about Madrid? What unique challenges are they facing?
As we mentioned earlier, Madrid is focused on addressing the needs of its aging population.
Right.
And one of their key concerns is combating unwanted loneliness among the elderly,
Okay.
a growing issue in many developed countries.
That's definitely an important issue to address.
Yeah.
And it sounds like they're taking a proactive approach using technology. Can you tell us more about how they're going about it?
They've developed a platform that connects elderly residents with volunteers
Okay.
and helps them access online resources and services. It's about promoting social interaction, digital literacy, and a sense of community among older citizens.
That's a really thoughtful approach. So we have Istanbul building a digital twin to prepare for potential disasters.
In Madrid, creating a digital safety net to support their aging population.
Exactly.
It really highlights how each city's unique context shapes its approach to smart city solutions.
It's about identifying your specific needs and challenges and then finding creative ways to use technology to address them.
Now that we've talked about the challenges, I'm eager to dive into how Istanbul and Madrid are using data in innovative ways to create positive social impact.
That's where things get really interesting. Both cities are doing some amazing work in this area.
I'm excited to hear about it.
Let's start with Istanbul's efforts to combat urban poverty.
Right.
They've developed a really impressive tech-enabled ecosystem to tackle this issue head-on.
Okay, I'm all ears. Tell me more about this ecosystem. What are they doing specifically?
Well, they've recognized that digital skills are essential for success in today's economy.
Right.
So they've invested heavily in free technical education programs, both online and in person,
That's great.
to equip citizens with the skills they need to thrive in the digital age.
That's a great starting point.
Yeah.
But having the skills is only part of the equation.
Yeah.
Are they doing anything to connect people with actual job opportunities?
They are. They've established a dedicated organization that assists citizens with CV creation, job searching, and interview preparation.
That's fantastic. It's about providing that crucial bridge between education and employment.
Right.
What else is part of this ecosystem?
They've also set up a regional recruitment office that actively connects job seekers with potential employers in the private sector.
Okay.
And to further promote economic empowerment, they're providing resources and support for entrepreneurship and innovation,
Wow.
helping citizens turn their ideas into reality.
It sounds like they've created a comprehensive support system to help people escape poverty and build a better future for themselves.
Yeah.
It's really inspiring to see a city taking such a holistic, data-driven approach to addressing this complex challenge.
It is, and it shows how technology can be a powerful force for social good when it's used thoughtfully and strategically.
Absolutely. Now let's shift gears to Madrid.
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier that they're tackling unwanted loneliness among their elderly population.
Right.
Can you give us some more details about how they're using technology to address this?
Their approach is really about leveraging technology to foster connection and build community.
Okay.
They've developed a platform which they call the Solidarity Platform that allows people to anonymously pay the unpaid utility bills of struggling residents.
This is a really interesting idea. So it's like a digital pay-it-forward system for utility bills.
Exactly. Donors can choose which bills to pay based on the amount, and there's no personal information revealed.
Wow.
So it protects the privacy and dignity of those receiving assistance.
It's a beautiful example of using technology to facilitate simple acts of kindness
Yeah.
and build a more compassionate city.
Yeah.
What I find so striking is the contrast between these two initiatives. Istanbul is tackling a complex, systemic issue like urban poverty with a comprehensive long-term strategy.
Right.
Madrid is addressing a more specific social need, unwanted loneliness, with a remarkably simple yet effective solution.
I agree. It shows the incredible versatility of technology and data.
Yeah.
They can be used to address a wide range of urban challenges, from the systemic to the individual.
But we've talked about the challenges, we've explored some of the solutions, and we've seen how these cities are using data in innovative ways to tackle social issues.
Right.
After this deep dive, I'm curious to hear how you define a truly smart city.
For me, a truly smart city goes beyond just implementing technology for technology's sake.
Okay.
It's about using technology and data intentionally and strategically to create a city that is not only efficient and sustainable, but also inclusive, equitable, and focused on improving the well-being of all its residents.
I think that's a fantastic definition. It captures the idea that a smart city is ultimately about people, not just technology.
Exactly.
It's about harnessing the power of technology to serve the needs of the community and create a better quality of life for everyone.
I couldn't agree more. And I think both Istanbul and Madrid exemplify this people-centric approach to smart city development.
It seems like both Istanbul and Madrid are really emphasizing the human element of smart cities.
Absolutely.
It's not just about the technology itself, but about how it's used to improve people's lives.
Right.
In our sources, I noticed that both Errol,
Yeah.
representing Istanbul, and Fernando from Madrid highlighted this aspect. Did you get that same sense?
Absolutely. Both Fernando and Errol stressed that a truly smart city prioritizes the needs of its citizens. Technology is just a tool.
Right.
And the real measure of success is how effectively it's used to increase quality of life for everyone.
I remember Fernando talking about how smart cities should strive to be more attractive, competitive, and efficient,
Yeah.
but always with a focus on improving the lives of residents, workers, and visitors.
Yes, and he specifically called out sustainability, inclusivity, and social cohesion as essential components of a smart city.
And if I remember correctly, Errol added another layer to the traditional public-private partnership model,
He did.
often used in smart city development.
He emphasized the importance of what he called the fourth P,
Oh, yeah.
people.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Involving citizens in the planning and implementation of smart city initiatives.
Right.
Ensures that these projects are truly meeting the needs of the community.
Exactly. It's about co-creation rather than just top-down decision-making.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive.
Yeah, we have.
We've explored the unique challenges facing Istanbul and Madrid, their innovative solutions,
Right.
and their shared emphasis on the human element of smart city development.
And I think it's clear that there's no one-size-fits-all approach to building a smart city.
Yeah.
Each city must tailor its strategy to its specific context, its needs, and its values.
Absolutely. But despite their differences, both Istanbul and Madrid demonstrate that smart cities are ultimately about using technology to make cities more livable, more sustainable, and more equitable for all.
I think that's a great takeaway as we wrap up. I'd like to leave you with a thought to ponder.
Okay.
Both cities highlighted the importance of citizen-centric solutions and the ethical use of data.
Right.
As technology continues to advance at an unprecedented rate, what are the potential risks and benefits of increasingly data-driven cities?
That's a really important question
Yeah.
for all of us to consider.
And how can we ensure that technology remains a tool for good,
Yeah.
empowering people rather than controlling them?
That's a really important question for all of us to consider, and it's a reminder that the future of our cities is not predetermined.
Right.
It's something we create together
Yeah.
through thoughtful planning, open dialogue, and a commitment to using technology responsibly and ethically.
Couldn't agree more.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of smart cities.
It's been a pleasure.
We've only scratched the surface here, but we hope you've gained some valuable insights. And perhaps even some inspiration for how we can all contribute to building smarter, more human-centered cities for the future. Now that we've explored Istanbul and Madrid's approaches to becoming smarter cities, I'm left wondering about the bigger picture as technology continues to evolve at this rapid pace. What are your thoughts on the potential risks and benefits of increasingly data-driven cities, and how can we ensure that technology serves humanity, not the other way around?
That's a million-dollar question, isn't it? It's something we all need to be thinking about as our cities become increasingly reliant on data and technology. We've seen the incredible potential of data to improve lives, create opportunities, and make cities more efficient and responsive, but we also have to acknowledge the potential downsides.
Right. It's not all sunshine and roses.
Yeah.
What kind of potential downsides are we talking about?
Well, data privacy is a huge concern. As cities collect more and more data about our movements, our habits, and even our personal lives, we need to make sure the data is being handled responsibly and ethically. We also need to be aware of the potential for algorithmic bias. If the algorithms that power our smart city systems are trained on biased data, they can perpetuate and even amplify existing inequalities.
Those are some really important points. It seems like a delicate balancing act. We want to reap the benefits of these technologies without sacrificing our privacy or creating new forms of inequality.
Exactly. And I think open dialogue and transparency are key. We need to have honest conversations about the potential risks and benefits of smart city technologies and involve citizens in the decision-making process. It's not just about tech companies and city officials. It's about everyone having a voice in shaping the future of our cities.
Oh, I love that it brings us back to that core idea that smart cities are about people, not just data points. We need to make sure that technology is serving the needs of the community and not the other way around.
I couldn't have said it better myself. It's about finding that balance between innovation and responsibility, between harnessing the power of technology while safeguarding our values and our humanity.
Well said. That brings us to the end of our deep dive into the fascinating world of smart cities. We've only scratched the surface here, but I hope you've gained some valuable insights into how Istanbul and Madrid are leveraging technology to address their unique challenges and improve the lives of their residents.
It's been a pleasure exploring this topic with you, and remember, these are just two examples. There are countless other fascinating projects and initiatives happening in smart cities around the world.
So true, we've given you a taste, but the exploration doesn't stop here. Stay curious and keep digging. There's a whole world of urban innovation out there waiting to be discovered.
And who knows, maybe you'll be inspired to contribute your own ideas to the smart city movement. After all, the future of our cities is a collaborative effort.
Beautifully said. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, keep learning, keep exploring, and keep those brains buzzing.